Hi friends, welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. I'm Austin, and today's video is my second build in Evergreen Harbor. I'm unsure of yet what I'm going to call this build. I think so far the working title is something along the lines of Evergreen Loft, because this has a loft space in it, and that's basically the only idea I had. But yeah, this was the second build I did in Evergreen Harbor, and I did this on Twitch. I stream this build on Twitch, and if you want to catch my next stream, I do stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and if all goes to plan, this video is going up on Friday, meaning that you can catch my next stream tomorrow if you're watching this the day it's released. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this build. It was a bit tough because I hate to admit it, but I have been in a bit of a builder's block the last few weeks, and I don't know, it's just been getting tougher and tougher to come up with builds and even find the motivation to build, which is one of the reasons why streaming has been really helpful for me right now, because it would be easy just to cancel a stream because I don't have any ideas in my head, but I don't want to because I actually like streaming, and so it makes me have to figure out what to do. So that's what I did with this stream, and that's what I also did with yesterday's stream. If you are wondering when this voiceover is being recorded, the night before the video should be up, so hopefully you are hearing this video on Friday, because if not, then I failed. And yeah, I've been having a lot of trouble, not only with building, but with also doing voiceovers, so that's been fun. But hopefully this voiceover goes over well, and I can get the video up and ready to go up at around noontime Pacific on Friday. I feel like there's a bit of a bigger panic for me when it comes to releasing videos. I always try to make sure I have the video ready at least at most the day before, because I think it has to do with the fact that when I used to upload videos a long time ago, my schedule was earlier in the day for releasing videos, so I was releasing videos closer to 11 or 10, depending on at what time I was making the videos, or at what point I should say. And now I've kind of push that back to a later time, which is nice because it gives me a lot more time to make sure everything's ready with the video. And that unfortunately, I hate to admit it, but in the past there were times where I was actually asleep while I was while my video was uploaded, and yeah, I tend to oversleep sometimes, so that is sometimes a fear of mine. So yeah, one other thing I do want to mention is this build would not have been possible without the help of Simming Slytherin and Plumbobbery, who both helped me out on this build. They were both over on my Twitch stream, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun communicating with them. I also made some new friends during this stream in particular, and if you want to just stop by once, or if you want to stop by multiple times, that's fine, but feel free to say hi and chat, because streaming on Twitch has been a lot of fun, but it's made even more fun by all the kind of communication that I've been having with people, and yeah, it's just been a blast. I've really been enjoying my time streaming on Twitch. So yeah, I have no idea what the future is going to hold in terms of builds, because like I said, I haven't really been building other than when I'm streaming, so hopefully I can have some builds ready next week, or some videos ready next week. Unfortunately for me, most of my time this past week has been spent editing 2 videos. I have no idea if they're even going up on the channel, because they're a different style than I usually do, so they may not pan out, and I made the videos knowing that was the case, so hopefully I can, get that done, and hopefully, both videos can go up, because the last thing I would want is to spend literally hours editing videos and not be able to post them. And then hopefully I can also get started on my Let's Play series that I've been planning. And also, I know a couple people are excited when I made the mention of doing Create a Sim videos with some CC. And yes, that is going to happen. I just, because of all the editing that I've had to do this past week, I haven't really downloaded any more CC. But hopefully that will change soon, because, yeah, I spent a day downloading some stuff, and it was a lot of fun, but it takes so much time, looking through, all the CC. There's just so much amazing stuff out there. So yeah, hopefully those videos will be up in the next few weeks, and yeah, it's just been kind of crazy on my channel. At the time of recording this voiceover, I think I'm at 397 subscribers, which means I'm getting even closer to 400, and that has been crazy, to say the least. I would say if you want to be under the first 400, if you want to be in the first 400 subscribers, then be sure to hit the subscription button, and I'll also ring the notification bell so YouTube will decide not to notify you anyways, because that's just what they do. So yeah, I've been really enjoying being on YouTube for all these years, and hitting 400 subscribers would be a great milestone. Though one thing I figured out very early on is, milestones are nice, but there's more to YouTube and there's more to creating content. So while hitting that milestone will be a great feeling and I'll probably feel very happy, it's still like the everyday grind of just making videos and having fun doing it. And also streaming on Twitch has been a lot of fun, so that's also been great. I've been watching a lot of Twitch, and I sometimes may watch too much Twitch. Like, there was one day where I watched about 17 hours, or for about 16 hours I was on Twitch. Several of those hours, or about 4 to 5 of those hours, were actually streaming on Twitch that day, and then the other the rest of that time was watching streams. Though some of the streams I was watching, I was also playing The Sims at the same time. So I was being I was multitasking, which was pretty cool. But it's easy to get caught up in watching streams and stuff, because I don't know, it's just a little more casual. Like my streams, I talk about random stuff, and it's kind of fun. And then other people's streams, it's the same way. So you get to know people that you never really got to know before. So that's been really fun and really cool. And I've been really enjoying that. This video is a little bit longer than my usual video. I just realized I forgot to mention that. So unfortunately, typically with a streamed build, the amount of time it takes me to cut it down to as close to 15 minutes as possible, it's so hard to get to figure out what to cut out next. It takes me hours to cut down the video to 16 minutes, and then it can take another hour to figure out how to cut down another minute, because you might say, well, just speed it up a little bit more, which is a possibility. But if you speed it up too much, then it makes people a little motion sick, and I don't want to do that, because I get motion sick from watching too fast of videos. So I'm technically looking out for myself as well as other people. But it can just be hard at times to find the right balance of cutting out footage. But the nice thing is that, watching back the video, I can, notice things that may be boring or something, and then I can cut out the voiceover, or, cut out the video then. And that might be just what I just did, watching some footage. There might have been something boring that, is not necessarily needed. And one thing I do want to mention about this build, because I do realize I haven't actually talked about this build that much, is I love how the windows looked. But I would probably never do this again, and I wouldn't recommend using these windows again, because, well, if you've used these windows before, you know how annoying it can be to put up window curtains. It's impossible, because window curtains want to attach to one of the windows, but you want them to cover both because they're right next to each other. And it just takes either forever to get it to line up right, or you just mess it up. And yeah, it was so annoying. So I do not recommend doing that, but I am really happy with how the build turned out. I've been really enjoying building in Evergreen Harbor. This is probably my last build in Evergreen Harbor for a little while, though, because I do want to make sure that I'm not making the same build over and over again. You can sometimes see that with my family homes, and that's when I'll realize I'll need to take a break from family homes, is when the family home starts to look a lot like the last week's video, pretty much. And I don't want to have that happen here. I don't want to be making just constant container homes. While I love container homes, there's other builds to do. And actually, I should mention, if you missed Thursday's stream, I actually did something pretty fun, and I might do this again in the future because of how fun it was, though it was really stressful. I actually went back and I edited, or I kind of made over my, one of my early builds, and so that video will actually be going up on YouTube on Monday. So if you want to check that out, then hit the subscribe button so you can watch me make over one of my cringiest builds ever. It was so bad. And yeah, Ooh, just thinking back to it. Oh no. Now, moving on from that, this master bedroom was really like tough to work on, but like I'm really happy with how it turned out. It was, it's a rather small room. It's closer to, I'd say it's closer to like a real life room, like a bedroom, than like some of the Sims bedrooms I've done in the past, where sometimes I make bedrooms way too big, and I didn't do that here, though I might have made it probably a little too small, though I really wanted to make sure this house fit the neighborhood, which I find funny because the first thing I did when I got onto this lot is I deleted the house that was here, and then I looked around the neighborhood and I was like, well, oh wow, this house actually looks just like all the other houses that are in this neighborhood, and I like to make my houses kind of match up, so I guess I'm gonna have to now remake the house from scratch and add in like the storage container, because that was the only idea I had for this build, was having a vertical storage container, because I don't think anybody's really done that at this point, and if they have, then I missed it, and I'm not trying to claim credit over something that is, pretty easy to do. And I'm sure other people did it better than me, but it was just something idea that I had, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. The first floor of the storage container is a workshop, and then the loft space is obviously a bed, and then there's only two bathrooms in this build, which I really struggled with trying to get a third bathroom in, but it just wouldn't have worked in the first floor. The way I had the layout, which was such a struggle to get right, it didn't call for it, and so I didn't have one in here, which is crazy because I always put bathrooms on the first floor of my builds, but like I said, it just didn't work out here. And one thing I also want to mention before I forget is I really need to thank Simming Slytherin for giving me the idea of doing the backsplash in the kitchen. I know I haven't touched upon it yet in the build, but I was really struggling with the kitchen area because of how it gets set up, or how it is set up, and you saw me build the kitchen out, but I really want a backsplash in the kitchen. I usually do that by using a tile on that whole wall where the kitchen is, but here it didn't work out because there's the living room and the dining room, so it would have just kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. And Simming Slytherin had the idea of using like wall decoration for a backsplash, which I've seen other simmers do, but I have personally never done, and I've always been a little intimidated by it. And with the added confidence, I was able to do it, and like it turned out amazing. Like as you'll see here, I end up using I think something from the Moschino pack, and yeah, it just looks great. It sort of looks like the tiny tiles that you see in like some bathrooms or showers, and from a distance it looks really nice. Up close it kind of looks like there's felt on the wall, which there sort of is, but all in all, I think it's a really cool idea, and I'm really happy that I did it. But everything about this build was so much fun. I had pretty much, conversations going the entire time. It's really fun to play the game and to build and to talk at the same time. That's what I meant to say originally. To build and talk at the same time. It's really fun. You talk about random stuff, and then you come up with random ideas, and the random ideas always seem to work out. I don't know why, but it just seems to be that way. And hopefully if you get a chance, you can check out my next stream. Like I said, I've been trying to stream earlier on Saturdays. I don't know if I'm going to be able to this week, so keep an ear out, or an eye out, I guess I should say, on Twitter, because I'll probably make a mention of it there, because for some reason the last few weeks, I've been wanting to do early Saturday streams, and I've overslept. Like, the only day I ever oversleep is the Saturdays that I want to do an early stream. And so that's been pretty frustrating. And also the time I usually pick to stream is like right after I eat lunch. So maybe it'll be better if I don't eat lunch right before, because then my voice will probably sound a little bit better, but who knows? We'll figure that out when we get to it. Also, the thing I do want to mention, the thing I will probably be doing during that stream is I'll probably be doing some more gameplay. I did some gameplay in The Sims about 2 weeks ago, and it was so much fun. A lot of people were able to join me, and we all had a blast. Now I'm not 100% sure if that's what I'm going to be doing. I might also play a different game. So like I said, the best way to figure out what I'm going to be doing, because like I don't even know what I'm going to be doing right now, is to check my Twitter, because I'll probably talk about it at least an hour before, if not even further before. But yeah, it's been so much fun doing these streams. I've really had a blast getting to talk to everybody, and also going on to other people's streams and getting to talk to people. You know, it's just been a lot of fun, and I know I talk about way too much, but honestly, it's the only reason why there's any YouTube videos right now, so I really owe these live streams everything, because I cannot build off stream to save my life right now, and hopefully that improves, and hopefully I can do some more off-stream builds, because the last off-stream build I did was the Windenburg pack restricted build, and I love how that turned out, and it seemed to be a pretty popular video, because a lot of people seem to like it too. And I would love to do more builds like that, you know, off stream, but I can't figure out what to do. So hopefully that changes soon. And hopefully the next voiceover I do, I can, you know, sing the praises of being out of builder's block. Though unfortunately, I know what my next video is. Well, I know what my next video is, and I'm very happy about it, but unfortunately, I know the voiceover is not going to include that. So anyways, as you can see, screenshots are on the screen. If you want to see more screenshots, then head on over to my Instagram account where I post more. And yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you missed the last video, which was my first build in Evergreen Harbor, then go check that out. It should be linked right here in the end screen. It was so much fun to do, and I love how it turned out. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.